Hello everybody, welcome to the charting session for February 1st, 2024. Today I took one trade and it was a winning trade of $60. So going into the day today, I noticed that if we look at the 15-minute, we had hit this breaker and we were heading lower and also bounce off this for value gap. And then looking here at NQ at the time, we had tapped here, and we're heading lower. This was yesterday, right? But we'd hit this. But what I was really looking at here was ES. So this morning we tapped into this breaker, exactly what I wanted to do, and I wanted to see us reject off. So once we got our first rejection candle, I went down to the 1 minute. And I had to take this trade really quick because I was going to art class. So I only was able to be in this trade for a couple minutes. But right here, we had this 5-minute fair value gap created. And I entered in right here. I didn't really have time to wait for a great setup. But I entered load size right here. And I put my stop up to here. And the reason for that is because I was guessing that we probably could sweep these highs. So it worked out in my favor. Swept the highs, tapped in this 1 minute for value gap again, and then we sold directly back down. And I took my position off right here. And the reason why is because I was just kind of in a hurry. Plus, I noticed that we slowed down when we went here, and so I just took it off there. And that's really all I did. So, action-wise today, if we go to the 15-minute on both of these charts, what happened was that we tapped into this level I've been talking about, this 4-hour fair value gap and this big breaker block, and we first rejected off of it, but then we failed to go lower. We went and tapped back into it, and then as you could see right here, we were extremely close to taking the sell side, but we didn't, and then we just shot straight back up. And me seeing this massive move up, like this move was massive. It actually has gone to new highs, which is insane, just from today. That is not something I wanted to see. So that is really not good. The only thing that would be really good is if we somehow miraculously had a reversal down to where on like a, let's just say a daily time frame, that this would just be like a massive wick. I guess that wouldn't really happen because the next day was already created. It's possible though. We may have this may have just been a massive wick. Hopefully we start heading lower. That's what I hope. It's probably not going to happen though. We did come down and we did tap into this daily for value gap, as you can see. And we did reject very strongly off of it. So now that I'm thinking about this, this is honestly probably what's going to happen. We just tapped this daily for value gap. Also, these levels down here broke through these very prominent PD arrays. And I'm thinking now we probably are going to head even higher for the next couple of days. But it's definitely very unfortunate that has happened. Yeah. So that's really all I have to say. I didn't trade much in the afternoon because I did not have much time, but let me see if there were any good setups. We'll look at NQ. So right here, this is not anything I would have really liked too much. Look at the 30-minute. We'll go a little lower, actually. I mean, the best setup I would see is, you can kind of see here that we were sort of in a sideways accumulation trend, and one thing that you could notice is that we kind of displaced above this high right here. Not exactly though. This kind of looks like, to me, a wedge that's going outwards. And So what I would say personally though is that if you're looking at this, we displaced high through this right here, and then we had this pullback. This is really the only setup I would have personally traded out. You know, it depends a lot differently to different people. Like, people may say, oh, that's enough for me, and then they'll take their trade right here. And I probably wouldn't do that just because this is sort of like a 2022 model. You want a displacement above a high and you take it into the fair value gap. It's just a change, Brigham structure, market structure shift, or it's just a massive displacement candle up and pull back. So this is exactly what happened here. If I was going to take this trade right here, which is the only trade I would take, I would put my position here and put my stop probably at the low of this candle, and then I would probably target this high, but that wouldn't be good. That wouldn't be really great risk. I don't know. I probably wouldn't have taken this trade just because of this 1 hour fair value gap as well. I mean, if we're gonna tap, this could be like resistance. We could have tapped into here, and as you can see, we did have a rejection candle right here, but of course now we see that that didn't really matter. So overnight session, what I think is going to happen is, let me go to the 15-minute. I think it's possible that I'm going to take this off as well. Look at the 1 hour. It does look like we're hitting this 1 hour fair value gap. I feel like that's not really gonna. It might, because we also have this inverse. So it is kind of possible that we may see lower, but I really don't think so, especially because we just displaced through this high like crazy. So what I think is going to happen in the overnight session is we are just going to slowly trickle down. And it's going to be like, there's going to be like no movement, especially we just had a massive push like this. Overnight session is just going to be accumulation. And then in the morning, we're just going to have to see. In the morning, I'm going to guess we're going to be long biased because we would have trickled down here. And maybe there are, like, is there, I mean, maybe this 5 minute, we might trickle down to here. And we could try to see if there's a rejection off of this 5 minute that's created. That'd probably be a good move to see. But yeah, that's all I have today. Hope you all enjoyed the charting session, and I will see you in the next one.